I'm going to get the live shared in a couple places, and then we're going to talk about the Cricut Joy. So give me just a second, and we're going to get this shared. I'm super pumped for this. I said I wasn't going to get it, and I was not, but then it dawned on me that you guys are going to want tutorials, and you're going to want to know how to use it and things like that. So I got one. Now, I did buy mine at Michael's. The girl at the counter said they only sold like 2 of them, and it was like 10:30. I'm not kind of surprised by that. But I'm interested to see what it does. Let me get this shared just one moment, and then we will be on our way. How is everybody doing today? Well, I hope. We are just getting this shared. Sorry, I had a fat finger moment there, and apparently can't spell the word unboxing, because we are going to unbox it. I have not opened it. I haven't done anything with it yet, but it looks super strange. They had a display model in the store, like at Michael's, and I don't know, it was fine, but you could definitely tell the difference in the sizes for the like the blade and stuff, and I'll show you guys. I don't know if like the one that they had in the store, like as the display, maybe was like a little bit different because it was the display model. I don't know, but it was weird. Like the housing's kind of different, and I know obviously that they don't like all fit. So I mean, there's that. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to take it out of the box. We'll take a look at it. I just got a couple more places to share this. Sorry, I don't have my mouse on my computer, so it's taking me like 10 times longer. Any that use a mouse consistently, you know that this is like trying to use the like touchpad. It's not always the easiest, and I am struggle busting it hard right now. This is not a skill that I possess, and I don't know why, but all right, one more place, and we are all shared, and hopefully we will be good. You guys, how are you today? Are we doing good? How's the weather? Are you working on some crafts today? Did you buy your Joy? Are you going to get a Joy? Are you waiting to see what, everybody thinks of the Joy before you get one? I have the chat pulled up on my computer, so let me say hello. Hi, Deb. Hi, Edie. Andrea. 2009 Mooks. Just picked up theirs from Michael's. We have Jackie, Diana, Deb, KP, Samantha. Hello, everybody. I don't even know if I ever want one. Yeah, like I said, I'm on the fence. But again, being that what I do is tutorials, I really sat on it. I really thought about it, and I decided that it made sense for me to get one so that I could teach others how to use it. It's not something I'm going to use like a ton. I'm going to use my Maker and my Explorer way more than I would ever probably use the Joy. But to show people how to use it, it's kind of important. So I did get one. I got it from Michael's. I'm going to move you guys down so that you can see the machine. I think it's cute. Like, it's real cute. Not going to be investing in this one. Yeah, I feel you. I really do. I do feel you. And like I said, I didn't really want to invest in it, but I have to do what I have to do to kind of like make sure that everything that people can learn. And I love to teach everybody. And while the machine's not really necessarily something I would typically have purchased, I think that for certain people, it is going to be worth it. Hi, Patty. Hi, Sheila. All right, I'm going to point you guys down at the table so we can unbox. Hopefully this works because I'm having a heck of a time. Let me see if I can pop this guy up a little bit more and kind of angle you. This is not like the best angle, but, working with a live. I'm going to scoot my Maker away a little bit. So this is the box. You can see it's super cute. So this is obviously the front. You've got the side, and it tells you what's included in your box. So included in your box, you have a Cricut Joy machine, a blade and housing, a fine point pen, a standard grip mat 4.5 by 6.5, a welcome card, a power adapter, free trial membership to Cricut Access for new subscribers, 50 ready-to-make projects online, materials for a practice cut. This is compatible with computer or mobile device. High-speed internet connection is required. So that's that. Here is the back of the box where it shows the machine, and it just says, use your smartphone or computer to create any custom project in minutes. Easily switch between a blade for cutting and a pen for writing and drawing. Cuts individual shapes up to 4 feet long. Makes continuous cuts up to 20 feet long without a cutting mat. And then this side, it says, make happiness every day. For fun and functional projects, make something unique and useful at moment's notice, from wall art to water bottles and so much more. Cuts popular materials perfectly. Ideal for making cards, vinyl decals, iron-on transfers, and more. Also cuts materials you already have, like construction paper. Writes and draws flawlessly. Perfect for penning a personal monogram, inscribing an invitation, or labeling just about anything. Sorry, I was reading it sideways, and then the bottom's just, the typical thing. But it's a nice box. There's the top. I just want to show you guys what the box looks like, because that's always kind of fun. I think the packaging's really cute. It's very colorful. So we are going to go ahead and open this bad boy. Yeah, I know, Tammy. I wasn't going to, but again, like I said, I thought about it, and I really, really wanted to make sure that people got the tutorials that they were looking for. Hello from Missouri, first time watching. Hi, Missy. It's so nice to have you. For people who don't have a Cricut, I think it's a great machine for starters. I agree, Belinda. I do think for a starter machine, though the price is kind of up there. So the machine was $179. Each mat was $9.99. I got the standard grip mat and the light grip. So here's the light grip mat. I got the long ones, figuring that these would probably be better, because you can always cut short materials on these. So those were $9.99. And then I got 2 things of their smart vinyl, and these are 4 feet long. They're 5.5 inch by 4 feet, and these were $5.99. Now, right now, Michael's was buy one, get one 50% off. So I got a couple materials of theirs to try. So yeah, I got a couple things. Are we able to access Joy designs and adapt them to the Air 2 or Maker, or do you have to have DS set to the Joy machine? I have a video on that, Belinda, on how to make the cards. I haven't tried any of the other Joy designs yet, but you can absolutely use the cards. Do you think it's cute, but find it unnecessary for those that have a Cricut Maker? If it were not a whole new investment in mats, blades, pens, and smart products, I likely would have considered. I agree. For anyone who has an Explorer or a Maker, this might just be a little bit pointless, because unless you're going to travel with it, I don't see its functionality for most people, because it doesn't cut as much. It cuts much smaller. There's not, I think for people who want to travel with it, people who want to take it to like craft shows and stuff, I do think it's probably a good investment, but for other people, not really. So again, price point on it is $179.99. So there's just a little tape, which apparently I missed another section. So there's a couple little fasteners holding this thing together. Let me cut these through, and then and drop my scissors. And then we will take a look at what is inside our little box. So it is cute. Like I said, packaging, very, very cute. It has nice packaging on the inside. You can see there's like a styrofoamy topper here, which I think is good. And then here is our little machine. It's very lightweight. I would say it probably weighs about what my cat weighs, and she's like 6 pounds. So it's not super heavy. And then you have this packet, which says Open Me. We'll get to that. I like to pull everything out, and then I open things. We've got another piece of cardboard to keep everything down at the bottom safe. And then inside our box, we have the power adapters. So there is your power block and your plug for your wall. And remember, this is Bluetooth only. So if you do use this to design, if you're using kind of an older computer and doesn't have Bluetooth yet, you may not be able to use this. But you can use it with your Bluetooth devices, your phone, your iPads, your iPhones, your Android phones, stuff like that. So let me get the box out of the way, since that's empty. Let me double check. Yep, just the packaging. Now, I'm a person that keeps my boxes, because sometimes if I ever want to like pack them up, I keep them so I have them. And then there is your little pen. Now, there is a big difference between the old pen that you use with your regular Cricut and the Joy pen. So give me 1 second. I'll pull this out. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. I'm trying to undo the packaging. So this is a Cricut pen. This is what you would use like with your regular Cricuts, so your Explorers and your Makers. And then this is your Joy pen. They do label it very nicely. It is labeled very well, Joy. And then you can see the kind of different stubby top that this one has versus the Cricut pen. Now this is the calligraphy pen, so it's going to have a chunkier top to begin with, but there's the fine point. So that's pretty cool. So you get a pen, which is nice. That way you don't have to necessarily buy a pen to start. So let's go ahead and open the Open Me envelope real quick. I'll check your comments here. Hello, Myra. The only thing I'd like to see Cricut do is make a card mat for the Explorer Maker. I would love to see that as well. I think that would be super handy. It would be awesome if it was battery powered. It would be really nice. Do you think the card mat will eventually be compatible with the Maker? I don't think their little card mat will be. I'm hoping that they'll hear us and make a card mat for it. I think they'll put it this way. So I have this thought, and I think it would work. Now, call me crazy, but I literally think if you had the Joy card mat and you took like your regular card mat or your regular mat and then like painters taped your Cricut or your card mat onto it and then put it through your Maker, you could totally do that. I don't know why you'd want to, but you totally could, which is crazy. It is kind of chunky, right? Like it's the pen's a little bit chubby. Like it's kind of fatter. I would have to agree that I do think it is, and it's hard to tell, like it's hard to show you guys, but it is a little bit chunkier than the regular pens, but not like a ton, but a little bit. Yes, it is going to be on HSN on March 3rd. They're going to have a whole thing about it. So that's a whole thing. So then we get this cool little let's get started, and it has go to the Cricut website and they'll walk us through setup. It tells us about the smart vinyl and the blade. And then it has our materials. It has some cardstock. It has the smart vinyl, a little mat, which is included, which is nice, and then the warranty information. This is something you always want to keep. I try to make sure that I do keep all of my warranty stuff and my extra pieces parts. But yeah, they give you a little card, a little piece of cardstock, and then the little piece of vinyl. Now, we won't make a project right now because I don't have it hooked up. I don't have it set up or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys the machine, but I believe Wednesday's tutorial will now be a Joy project that we will play with and see what we can make. And I'm going to try this with other materials other than just like Cricut brand stuff because nobody wants to spend a fortune and buy Cricut brand if they don't have to. So I believe we'll be able to cut down other branded vinyl. But remember, like with their smart, quote-unquote smart vinyl, you don't need a mat. But I bought the mats so that I could use other materials with it. So now that we've taken the plastic off, here is the machine. Now, everybody kept calling it mint colored, and it's not. It's more like tealy aqua. Like on my screen, on my computer, it looks more blue, but it's more tealy aqua. So this is the front. Here's the bottom with its little feeties. There's the back that shows you where your mat will come out. And then the top, sides. Okay, so let's open him up and take a look. Okay, so this is what the inside looks like. Tammy says she asked Cricut about that and they said it would be too thick. Honestly, I don't think it would be because you can cut 2 millimeters thickness, and I think Cricut just wants you to buy the Joy, so they're going to tell you what they want to tell you. I will test it 100%. I will stick a card. I will stick cardstock on their little mat, tape it to my mat, and try it out because I think they're full of crap. But that's just me. You may have to mess with your settings a little bit as far as cutting, but I don't think you that. Yeah, I think you could absolutely do it. I mean, honest to God. So I'm going to pop this out. This is the little piece of styrofoam that they give you to include in it. And then if you look, there's another little, I can see it. They have like a piece of plastic here. Like, so make sure that if you do get this, you peel this off. It's really hard to see, but it's just like a protective little piece of like plastic. It's sticky. So this is our little Joy. It's really little. It's tiny, so you can see there's like the blade housing, and that's the pen housing. I'll pull that out. So just like when you use your regular Cricut, it opens the same way, and you just pull your blade housing out. Now I will say this is built with a lot of plastic. Like, I see the rollers are metal, but all of this is plastic. Everything is plastic. I can see the belt in there. It looks like the only thing that's really not plastic, there's like a little line here for the clamp. There's maybe a couple screws. But everything else on this machine is plastic, with the exception of some of the blade housing. The outer ring of the blade housing is metal, but this part and the inner ring is plastic. Here is our blade. It looks very similar to your regular blade. Let me try to get it in my center of my hand. But it is a lot smaller. Really little, but it does the same thing. It loads the same way, and it's magnetized. So it's pretty well, if you know how to use your Cricut now, you can easily change out your blade. I'll stick the pen in really quick so you can see what that looks like. So then the pen, it just goes in the same way. And I don't think this one clicks. No, it doesn't. So this one, when you set it in, like, you know, when you do your Explorer or your Maker, you'll like press it and it clicks. This one does not click. It just sets in, and then you can pop it out. I wish they had some sort of like built-in storage somehow, because I think they would have room for it right here, but I don't see, like, there's not like a door or anything. I wish they had some built-in storage for the pens, because that would be really nice. Or extra blades, just like they do in the Explorer and the Makers, but they don't. But that would be nice to add. Let's see. It would be great for traveling, especially if it had batteries. It's very cute, but since I have an Explorer, probably won't be getting one. Yeah, I think it's good for traveling, but I have to agree. May not work on the Explorer 2, but I don't know. I will try it on both. We'll see. I can see you decorating it today. I actually don't decorate my machines. I'm kind of weird about that. I don't like the look of them when they're decorated. You'd have to be very careful with placement on the mat to get the right cut. Oh, for sure, Belinda. Yeah, you'd have to be very careful. Just like when I made the Joy cards with the Maker, you'd have to really get that placement really right. Don't take it to the bonfire. Do not. If this is all plastic, it will melt. You can make a card in one step on your Error Maker. Start with the... Yeah, I showed everyone how to do it. It's super easy. You just have to like make sure you do it the right way. But I do have a tutorial on how to do the Joy cards on your Makers and Explorers. It's so easy. They are not just Joy only. The reason they're Joy only is because with the Joy, you can do it with one step. With the Maker, you have to do it in a couple steps, but it's totally simple. Like, it's really easy once you try to do it. Michael's had a great sale. They did, because they had the buy one, get one 50% off of the products. There's a magnet in the side to hold blades. Where? Where in the side? I see nothing. Like, this doesn't open anywhere. Somebody tell me where there's a magnet. You can store the blade in the upper hand corner. I feel confused. I'm going to pop the blade out. I'm going to see, but I don't... Somebody said the upper corner? Ah! I found it! Okay. So evidently you can store your blades up here. None of that seems like a safe idea. I'm just saying, because like you can't close, number one, you can't close the machine. Because that's literally the only part that's like magnetized is like up there. And you can't like fully close the machine, so that's stupid. Also that it's not like enclosed. So if you had kids or pets, I don't know. I just don't like that. I think I'd prefer it if you could open this, just like you can the other ones. But I guess handy if you needed to use your, like if you need to move your blade. So it does. But again, I still don't love that. Like even the housing, like, okay, cool. That's neat. But like, what if you wanted to close it? I don't know. That's not my favorite. Yeah, I don't like that. I wish, again, it's just me, but I do wish it opened. I wish they had a compartment. I don't think it would have been that hard for them to add a little compartment. I think that would have been much better. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to put it there while using the marker, but I'm still like, okay, if you want to travel with this, and yes, you can buy the little travel case. It would be nice to be able to put your pen and like extra blades or whatever in here, and then just have to travel with this bad boy instead of like, you could close it and have the pen in there, but like it's gonna roll around. Like it's closed, pen's in there, but it's gonna roll. I don't know. It's fine. I'm looking forward to kind of making something with it. It's cute. Okay, bye pen. So I got the 2 different vinyls. I got permanent, and then I got removable, and I got this one in like a mint color, and then this is like coral. I don't know. Yeah, coral and mint. So I got those 2. So we're going to give those 2 bad boys a shot. Yeah, guys, I got it. I stuck it to the machine. Look, I still think it's stupid. It's magnet, but it's stupid. Like, literally, I think that's dumb. I get why they did it, but I think it would be better if you could store them like you can in the maker, and it was nice and closed, and then, because, like, it's on both sides. But I just think that it would be a better idea if you could have a little storage compartment to keep, like, your extra pens in and stuff like that, because otherwise, you have to have, like, a whole other carry thing to go with it. But that's where it's oh, well, that's still stupid. Of course it's magnetized there because it holds the lid. But I'm sorry, guys, I still think this is stupid. No matter where you put it, it's stupid. Because again, the only reason I want it to have a compartment is so that you can travel with it with like your extra pens and stuff. So the magnet's all great because when you're cutting, if you need to use the pen and then the blade, that's cool. I get that. That's fine. But if I want to travel with it and I need my pen and maybe I have an extra blade or 2, there's nowhere to store them because you can't hold it there because you can't close it. I don't know. I just think that's dumb. I wish it had a storage compartment. I'm just saying it wouldn't have been that hard to shove a storage compartment in here because look, it would fit. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, but I know that's why they sell the carry bag, and they sell the carry bag so that they can make more money. And we all know this. That's just how it is. But I think it's stupid. I just think it's stupid. I totally get it, Tammy. I just think it's stupid. I really do. I just think that they should have made a little carry compartment in it. You could fit it, and it would have been nice to have somewhere to put the pen. Because now I just have this pen that's going to float around. I don't know. That bothers me. Literally, I'm just going to glue something to the top of this to hold the pen. Because that's going to drive me nuts. That's what I like about the Maker and the Explorer. They have that little compartment. So all my little extra blades have somewhere to go when I'm not using the machine. I'm just saying. Bothers me. I think it's dumb. They could have made a compartment. Oh, Velcro. Now there's an idea. I have an easy press tote that I barely use Cricut Joy materials on. Yeah, that would probably work. Oh, it definitely does not come with a carry bag. Which I have to agree, it would be nice if it came with one, but it does not. So then these are the mats that I have. So, just show you guys. This is the one that came with it. It's just the little small mat. And then I got the extra long mats so that I could try some other materials with it. The whole thing cost about $220 for everything I got, which is ridiculous, but okay. It is what it is. I know, it's dumb, guys. That bothers me. I'm sorry. That's my complaint. I think the machine is cute. I think it has its place. I just think they could have put a stupid carry thing in there. That's all. Because who wants to go and spend like $40 on a bag that's made to carry the little Joy? You could just get your own bag way cheaper, people. Let's keep that in mind. You don't have to have Cricut product. But it's cute. I mean, look, I'm excited to try it. I'm excited to play with it. I just have some suggestions. The card mat is another extra purchase. It is. It doesn't come with the card mat. Let's be shocked that you have to buy something else to use it. Again, I understand why they do it. And I just realized my poor little cutie was not looking at you guys the whole time. That's why they do it. They do it because they want the money. Everyone does it. I'm not blaming Cricut. Every company does it. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. KitchenAid, for example. So you get your KitchenAid mixer. You get like 3 accessories. But if you want to make pasta, you need another accessory. If you want to core vegetables, you need another accessory. So I get it. I understand why it is the way it is, because they couldn't possibly give you everything you need all the time and then continue to operate as a company. I just think it kind of sucks a little bit. Like they pushed how this could make cards, and instead of giving you a card mat, they gave you a plain mat. I think they should have included the card mat, but that's a whole nother thing. Cell phones, yes, cell phones. That's another one. Here's a cell phone, but in order to do this, that, and the other thing, you need all this other junk. You need a case. You need some apps. You need this, that. It's crazy. Oh, you need a cell provider to use this $1,000 cell phone. So now you got to pay us $100 plus a month so that you can use your cell phone. It's marketing. It is. It's a business. That's what they do. It sucks, but welcome to consumerism. I get it. I do. It just annoys me. It annoys me to no end. And it annoys me that I bought this, but at the same time, I know that I will probably like it for what it does. I think it's cute. I think it has its place in the world. Is its place in the world in my craft room 24/7? Probably not. Am I going to end up probably sticking this in a drawer and playing with it once in a blue moon? More than likely. Might I sell it? Perhaps. I don't know. We're going to mess with it. I'm going to try it. We shall see. We shall see what we think. Yes, Tammy, it annoys me. I think other people that aren't annoyed by it are weird. Like, I get it. I do. I fully understand the concept behind all of it. It bugs me. I wish it didn't exist. So, the cord, I was actually going to address this because I wanted to see something. I haven't, seen anyone comment on it, so I'm curious. Because they don't tell you how long the cord is, I don't think. So, I was sort of curious to see. It's a pretty big cord. That part's pretty long. I was just sort of curious to see how long the cord is. Now, the cord is different than your Maker and your Explorer. And I'll show you guys once I get this zip tie or on twist tied. This is the plug that goes into the back of the machine. And then this part plugs to the big cord. So this part goes to this. And then this is your entire cord. It's probably about 10 feet in length total. Now, mind you, that's just guesstimating, but I would say about 10 feet. So it's pretty long, which is nice. So if you're doing things for craft shows, stuff like that, you've got plenty of cord to work with, which is kind of a concern, I think, and something that a lot of people don't always think about. Because I have a UV light and the cord is literally 2 feet long. It does not work very well. It's way too short. It'll give you an excuse to do shows. I don't think I will ever do shows. They are not my thing. I have this thing, there's just too much peopling for me, and a craft show is too much peopling. I can't people. I also have to agree, Jackie. I do hope that they come out with something for the Maker, and I think they will. But we'll see. Maybe. Let's see, Belinda, thank goodness you can get a business write-off out of the deal. Kind of, sort of, yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but this would be awesome if one had a booth at a craft show. You can cut names, etc. Much better than taking your Maker. Absolutely. And one thing that I thought of while I was actually at the craft store. So I have a girlfriend that makes dog bandanas, and she customizes them, but she has to take custom orders when she goes to events, and especially charity events and things like that. So she has to take these orders and then eventually ship them or get them to them, and it's just a lot of work. So I think that if she had this, which I may lend this to her to see how she likes it, you could easily cut your iron-ons with Buddy or Fido or whatever, have your little Cricut mini press with you, and as long as you have power, you can easily customize right on site, tell them, come back in 20 minutes, and I'll have your order ready for you. Pay me now, pay me my $10, pick out your pattern or your design, and I will have your doggy bandana ready for you. I'll have your cup ready for you. I do think that's a very handy thing, and I do think that it would be really good to have if you're somebody who does that kind of stuff. For me, I don't do that stuff. Yes, with Bluetooth it's great as opposed to hotspot to use the AirTune maker. I agree. I think the Bluetooth on this is super handy because you can just use your phone. So if you are at a show, if you're at a friend's house, if you want to travel or you take it to you, do stuff with your grandkids or your sister, your brother, or whatever, you can use a Bluetooth and you can absolutely use your phone or your tablet, which is really nice, iPad, stuff like that. So there are definitely some pluses to this. It has, like I said, it does have its place in the world. I think that it will be a handy tool for a lot of people. The price point's a bit high, in my opinion, if you are somebody who already has the machines. If you are a new person, you really need to think about what you want to cut and how big you're going to want to cut it. This is literally how large you can cut. Let me pull one of these out. Hold on. There's tape. A big shocker. There's tape. I'm going to pull one of these out really quick so I can kind of give you a better idea of how wide this is, because this is as wide as you can cut. You can cut like 4.5 inches or 5 inches wide. So you got to keep in mind, if you want to do big projects, it's going to take a lot more time because you'll have to split it apart, and B, so this is the vinyl. You can see it's about as wide as my hand. This is the back. Now it does say smart vinyl on the back, so it would be easy to tell apart. This is a much heavier carrier sheet than their typical vinyl because they have it so that you can cut it without the mat. And I will say, so this is the removable. So this one is matte. It's really pretty. I actually got this to do something on my wall. Put that on the side. Ugh, came unrolled. And I'm going to open up the coral one really quick so that you guys can see that. Now, I will say I like the box they come in, and I'm totally going to store them in this box because I think that's going to be like way easier than trying to store them any other way. Again, these are 4 feet in length, so I got 2 of them. $5.99 each, but I did get one for 50% off. So this is the coral. It's really pretty. Again, it's got that heavier backing. It does state that it is the permanent vinyl. I like that. I like that they really, okay, I don't like that. I like that they state permanent or removable on the back because you won't have a question over which is which. And then obviously this one is glossy because they don't make a matte permanent. If you want matte permanent, StarCraft HD, just an FYI. I'm going to stick these back in here because I do just want to store them in here. I just think it'll keep them nicer until I actually go to cut anything. I'll cut something in a little while. I will post what I cut on my group if you guys aren't in there. Oh, let's see. Now that you have the Joy, I wish you had the option to see the projects one can make with the, to not see the projects one can make with the Joy. Wait. Now that you have the Joy, I wish you had the option to not see. You know, I wonder if they will ever do that. But here's the thing. A lot of the Joy stuff you can make with your other machines. So, I mean, I don't know if they'll ever do that necessarily. Or with the new Cricut app, instead of web-based, can we now Bluetooth to our AirTune maker? You've always been able to Bluetooth. I've always Bluetoothed mine. I don't think the new app has anything to do with it. I've always used the Bluetooth. Yes, 651 vinyl is going to be carrying soon. I don't know exactly when. I don't have a date yet. As soon as I have a date, I'll let you guys know. But 651 will be carrying the rolls for this. And then I think we do plan on having some of the other accessories and things like that for it. So keep your eyes peeled for Cricut. This machine has been in the works for over 5 years. I think this tool is great for travel. I've often wished I could have taken my Cricut with me when I go away. Yeah, they've been working on this machine for a really long time. And like I said, travelers, awesome. Like, this is great. You can put it on your carry-on in the plane, and it's fine. The blade's so little, they're not going to, like, worry about it. You can absolutely carry this right on the plane with you, and super easy to do, really great. You can travel with it. You can take it to craft fairs. You can take it, you know, to the scrapbooking crops, stuff like that. It does definitely have its place in the world. I think a lot of people are maybe a little bit upset about it, because of price point. I've heard a lot of complaint about price point, and I am kind of with them. I do think the price point is a bit high, but I think people are also kind of upset because they feel like they spent all this money on this new machine, the maker, and they kept telling them that it would have 50 plus tools available, and we only have like 7, 6, something like that. So I think that's part of it. And also, I think a lot of people feel like the maker, you could just change the software. And I don't know, I'm not a software developer. I don't work for Cricut, but I think a lot of people would like them to change something up in the software so that your maker can cut more than that 24-inch long piece. I really think that it would I think a lot of people would be a lot happier. Because it could be done, but again, I don't know. I'm not a software developer. Bye, Tammy. Enjoy your boat ride. I hope you guys had fun on your boat. It's too cold for boats here. It's not pleasant outside. So yeah, I do, like I said, guys, I do feel like this has a place. I'm excited to do a couple tutorials on how to use this. We're going to go ahead and use it for sure with the Cricut materials, but I also want to try some other materials. I want to try the StarCraft. I want to try Oracal. I want to try some Caesar. So I'm going to try a bunch of different types of materials with this. We're going to do some cardstock stuff. We're just going to mess with it. I'm going to probably play with it a little bit today, and we will see. I agree. I would be nice. It would be nice if the front opened for storage. Yeah, it's a pain. And I wish they would change the print and cut size. God, yes. Let me print a full sheet of paper. Why? I don't understand why. That one bothers me to no end. Just an FYI, this does not do print and cut. So keep that in mind. This one will not do print and cut project. But yeah, no, I agree. Why can't you make the print and cut bigger? I feel like, again, as a not software developer, I feel like they could easily do that. I don't know. It confuses me. But again, since I don't know how their software is set up or how to change it, I feel like we think it's simple. Us sitting here hanging out, chit-chatting, we think it's super easy and they could just go ahead and easily just add these capabilities, but they may not be able to. So I think part of it is maybe we need to, in that little feedback column, let Cricut know what we want. If we don't tell a company what we want as their consumers, they don't know. Yeah, they do market research. They have focus groups and stuff like that, and they have their Cricut experts to tell them what they want. But without hearing from the general consumer, you, me, Joe Blow down the street, they don't know that, hey, we want bigger print than cut. We want to be able to cut longer than 24 inches. We want this, that, or the other thing. We want to be able to have the text stop starting at the top every time I select a type of text and want to go back to look at what I was looking at. So you just have to let them know, and it's super easy. Down in the lower left-hand corner in Design Space, there's a little chat bubble. Click on it and you can send feedback. It's super easy. We crafters use a lot of paper. Everyone, please recycle in your craft room. I agree. Recycling for sure. I actually have 2 bins. I usually have just a cardboard box and then my trash bin. All of my leftover cardstock, if I can't reuse it for something else, I put it in my recycle box. And then anything I can't recycle, like my vinyl and things like that, they go into the trash. But I agree, recycle if you can. Also, I'm a big reduce reuse person. So if you cut a card out and you have a chunk of cardstock you can recut something else on. I have a whole drawer that's just cardstock scraps, and it's stuff I can use if I'm making a smaller project or cutting some of those types of things. And it's nice to have those little extra pieces. And sometimes if I'll cut out words or letters and I'm able to save the letters, I save those too because you can use them in another project. It thinks for too long. Yes, it does think for a long time. I was trying to I wanted to show you guys this really cute project, and it was all set to cut and it was a Cricut project. It was the little oven. If you guys haven't seen it, it's really cute. And it's a paper project. And I thought, well, okay, if I can just make it print this one part, I won't have to try to cut this really tiny pieces of cardstock and then glue them down. But when I went to tell it to print it, it refused and kept just thinking, and I could never get it past the thinking screen. So I did send feedback about that. Anytime I run into an issue where I think that maybe they could improve it, I will let them know. Again, I don't think a company can improve things if they don't know that you want it improved. Always be kind. Give as much information as you can. With that one, I told them exactly what project I was doing, exactly what I was trying to do, and exactly what it was not allowing me to do. the more detail you can give, the more likely you are to get any help as well. And that goes for like if you post in a group with an issue. If you're having a problem, post in a group, ask them what's going on, give it details. But I think that feedback option is super, super handy. I would buy a little bin, but put a big Joy label on it and keep all my Joy stuff in there and keep it separate from my regular Cricut stuff. That's a good idea. Yeah, I would consider that. That's definitely an option. I do have an empty drawer, which is shocking. So I'm probably just gonna keep her little butt in there with all the little vinyl for now until I figure out something better because I don't have a lot of space anymore. I have a lot of machines and a lot of stuff. So anybody who knows me knows I have a lot of stuff. I am pretty pumped though to play with it. So it should be really fun. Sorry, I just saw somebody pop across with a notification. It was just another post on the Cricut Joy. But yeah, I think it's going to be cute. I think it'll be fun to play with. I am looking forward to trying it. So I'm definitely going to do that today. Is there anything you guys specifically want me to try out? Any projects you guys are looking for? Anything like that? Because I'm going to try this. I've cut the cards before, so I don't know if I would do a card, and I don't have the card mat, though I don't think you really necessarily need one if you do it the right way. But do you guys want to see me cut a full 4 foot long something? Because I'm kind of curious to see it cut something that's 4 feet long personally. Do you want me to try doing anything specific? I will absolutely try that for you guys. My other thought is, so this says that it is 5.5 by 48 inches. So my thought is, okay, if I set something to cut 4 feet, because it cuts 4 feet, it's probably not going to be quite 4 feet, maybe a little under. So I'll for sure figure that out too. But I want to give it a shot. So if you guys want to see me try something in one of the tutorials, let me know. I'm excited to try the little pen, or little fat pen. He's so cute. This is the fine point 0.4 pen. So it's definitely the thin one. I didn't see a ton of pens when I was at Armichael's, but Armichael's didn't have a giant display. They had like a little four-sided thing, and the one side was the Joy, and then all the iron-on, which I did not buy any iron-on. And then the one short side, like thin side, was the cards and a couple sets of pens. I think there was only 3. Then the other side was the permanent and the removable vinyl, which they had rolls that were 10 feet, 4 feet, and then they had the trial rolls that were 12 inches, and there was like 5 of them in it. And then the other side was just, I don't think the other side had anything on it except signage. So there wasn't a lot of stuff. Let's see. Why didn't they make the Joy so it uses the same pens and blades as the other Cricuts? I would say my best guess as to why is because it is so small. The machine is really small inside. You can see how little. I got my maker right here. Let me pop out the blade from the maker so you guys can see the difference in size, because the size difference is astronomical. It is huge difference in size. But my guess is just because it's a small machine and they wanted it to be fairly portable. So obviously the maker is the all metal one, and the Joy is that one with the plastic top on it. You can see how much larger the maker is than the other one. And then again, it's a marketing thing. They want you to spend money. I'm popping the blades out really quick so you guys can see the difference in the blades as well, because I want you guys to see the differences here. So these are the blades. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a little tiny one here. That's your Joy blade. It's a little chubbier at the top. It's kind of fatter. And then the thin, tall one is the Maker blade or your Explore blade. But you can see they're pretty different. Again, they're both magnetized, so it's pretty similar. But yeah, the Joy blade is much chunkier. I also think they could have skipped the power thing. Most people have one of those and could have made it cheaper without that. If you mean the power cord, yeah, most people do have a power cord. The problem being that the power cord is completely different. This machine is completely different. It uses all different stuff, different power cords, different everything. I will say anybody that buys a machine is going to expect to get a power cord with it. I don't think that would have been something they would have ever left out, because there's going to be a lot of people who don't have a machine yet who won't have a cord, but you can see it is totally different. Has a different power bank on it. It has a different plug, because this is the Joy plug, and then this one here, sorry, it's hard, it's short, is the Maker plug. So you can see they're totally different plugs. One is like angled, and again, I think a lot of it is portability and why they did it. But plug that bad boy back in before I forget that I didn't plug in it. That would be bad. All right, we got some more. They would have sold more if their accessories were interchangeable. I have to agree. I will say that I think that they would have sold a lot more if the accessories were interchangeable. I wish I could use my 11,000 pens. This is just a small fraction of what I have as far as pens. These are just the ones I was playing with yesterday. I just got those in the All That Glitters mystery box. But I do think that, yes, they probably would have had a happier reception to the machine if they would have all been interchangeable. But I understand to a point why they are not. This machine is really small. If you made it any bigger, you might have an issue. I'm going to, just so you guys can see, I want to show you the difference machine inside here versus the size of the blade for your Maker. The Maker blade is almost, it's like it doesn't even fit under the edge of the machine. So that's probably a lot of why. Like, if they made this inner piece as large as they made the inner piece for the Makers and the Explorers, the machine would be really big and wouldn't be portable. Their big thing with this is portability, and I understand that, and I understand why they wouldn't want to make large pieces like that, because it loses some of its portability. I have a wand scanner, and I figured out how to scan images and bring them into Cricut Design Space to cut out. Really opens a lot of possibilities for me. Oh yeah, that is a cool tool. I saw one of those. They look cool. I have a scanner built into my printer, but those wand scanners are really neat. And you can bring so much stuff into your design space just yourself. You can draw your own things. It's really fun. Those are like a lot of fun. Oh, we got somebody just picked all their stuff up. What are you excited to make with your Joy? Let's see. Spoke to Cricut last week. The Joy will cut cardboard, faux leather, cardstock, vinyl, and foil acetate. Also made a suggestion for a card mat for the Maker and Explorer, and also a Cricut convention. So they did a Cricut convention years ago. I don't know much about it other than it existed, but yeah, this cuts like 50 materials. I do have a list. I don't know where it is. I don't have it with me, and I don't think this gives me an exact list, but you can absolutely check in Cricut and on their website, and they do have a full list of what your Joy can cut. Yeah, this doesn't tell me, but it does cut a ton of stuff, but it's not going to cut as much as your Explorer that can cut, certain things, or definitely not your Maker, which does wood and all that. It's not going to cut the same stuff. So if you're thinking you want to do quilting, you want to cut patterns, you want to cut wood, you want to cut stuff like that, the Joy isn't going to do that kind of stuff. That's not who the machine is marketed to. I understand that, so it is what it is. I do, like I said, I do think it's a nice machine. I think they did a good job with it. I just think it has its place. And I'm sorry, my dog's a jerk, and I don't know who she's barking at, and hopefully you guys can't totally hear her, but she's just going to bark. That's just what she does. She is a pain. Well, guys, if you have any questions, I'm probably going to get off here in just a few minutes. But if you have any Joy questions, let me know. If you want me to make something specific, let me know. I do have a plan for my mint removable vinyl. I'm going to do something for my wall, and I want to try to make this one as big as I can because I want to test that little setting out. I think that's going to be a really fun one to play with. But I'm excited to try that one. And then if you want to see me cut something really long, I can do that. Just let me know what you guys are, thinking. I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to try all the different brands of materials. I know I'm going to have to cut it down to fit the mats. That's totally, expected. That's just what it is. It is how it is. So, yeah, if you guys are, looking for any more tutorials, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're on the fence about getting the Joy, I'll see what I can do as far as like giving you some info on how it works. Like I said, I'm going to try to play with this for a little bit today, see what I think, see what I can make. I'm excited to try cutting with it without the mat because you can cut without the mat on your other machines, but I think this will be kind of fun to cut without the mat on. Bye, Sarah. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, always. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. You're cute. But yeah, I'm excited to give it a shot. Like I said, I had not planned, and I know you guys are all like, I thought you said you weren't going to buy one. I wasn't. All right? I wasn't. But the more I sat down and thought about it, I think I was more annoyed that what they brought us as their announcement was a machine that we didn't really need, nor did anyone really ask for. But at the same time, I do think that the tutorials for this are going to be fun, and I think playing with it's going to be fun. And I'm excited to try some of the stuff that it does. I do wish that they would make it possible for the other machines to cut long cuts. But again, I don't know if that's possible because the software, it's all relative. I'm not a software developer. I don't know how any of it works. But yeah, if you guys have questions and I didn't answer anything, let me know in those comments down below. I will have a tutorial on some of the Joy stuff up on Wednesday. We're going to mess around with this. I've got some really fun tutorials coming up. We've got some glitter type stuff. I've got a plan for some more tips, tricks, and hacks for you guys. If you didn't see the window cling one that I put up yesterday. That one's really cute, really fun. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a good time kind of checking out the Joy, unboxing it with me. I'm going to plug her in and give her a shot because I'm kind of excited to check it out. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and happy crafting.